I want to welcome you to a new episode of the Invest Podcast. I'm your host, John Ross, coming to you on the newly renamed Invest Universal. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so it'll boost us up in the YouTube algorithm and everybody can find out about Invest Universal. Also follow us on Instagram at All Things Invest with 3 T's. Round 2 with my brother on the Invest Podcast, my man Zak Kintz. We had him on a podcast a while back. I love this man's energy. I loved his story, and also love that he was actually going to be competing in a bodybuilding competition for his first time ever. We had actually set this up many months before. We said, man, after your first show, we're going to go ahead and get you back on here, talk about your experiences, what you went through, and what would be your advice to somebody else that's like maybe walking into their first show. So I want to welcome again to the Invest Podcast, my man, Zak Kintz. Zak, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, my man. Hey, that Invest team, man, looks good on you, man. I'm glad it fits, man.
It's kind of on the freaking, like, arms right there, man. It's like,
hey,
so,
you can kind of yoked over there, but you put on some size, man. I'm like,
I'm growing. That's the
I'm seeing. Hey, those shirts, man. If you're like a workout guy, kind of the way they really kind of fit and they really hug the arms, really, really good. Those are Bellity. They have that nice athletic fit. So I'm glad that thing looks really good on you, my man. So again,
thank you, bro.
Glad to get you back on. And
absolutely.
What I really want to start off with is I know that you had went into and you had did your first show like recently. So
yeah, it was a month ago almost. It's been almost a month.
So let's talk just really quickly about, because there's some guests that might not have seen the first show. What really brought you to think about wanting to compete? I seen you out there. I seen the pictures, man. You look good out there, man. You didn't really look like a first time. You really look a first time guy, man. You got swag, brother.
Bro,
so
appreciate you.
What really made you decide to go out there and take a swing at it?
So I've always been in fitness and all that, and then my coach has been actually one of my friends when I used to DJ. He's still actually a bouncer right now, but he's been doing bodybuilding for 12 years.
Okay.
And then once I started my fitness journey, he asked if I would like ever be interested in it, and I was like, I don't think I could do bodybuilding, like, and all that stuff. And then one day I was like, okay, you got me. Okay, let's do this. So got on prep and busted my ass off for what, 14, I think I was 14, 15 weeks out, something like that. And then we did the Battle for the Beach in Lincoln City, Oregon, and it went really, really good. It was a small show, which was really cool. I got to dip my feet in. I got first in true novice bodybuilding, and then because I weighed too much, you're gonna love this. So I got down to Portland Wednesday night, weighed in Thursday afternoon. I was 220.
Damn. Okay.
220.
Wow.
And then this was before I took my diuretics too, and you're gonna love this. So I weighed in Friday morning and I was 209.6.
Okay. Wow.
Like that was like I've never peed that much in my life, dude. Like it was I think that whole day I peed probably like 17 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could tell in the morning, you could tell he's like, oh my God, your like skin is so tight right now. And I didn't even have to take any diuretics at the show, honestly. So which was good. And then I got first in true novice bodybuilding, and then I got third in bodybuilding heavyweight.
I seen that, man. So definitely got some good placing. Yeah. Took in some hardware and things of that nature. So just the whole experience, man. That just had to like kind of just feel good. It's some electricity. It's good that it was a small show to just kind of get your feet wet. But even that, though, even it being a small show, it still was a show. You still placed well. This is your first time. So what's your thoughts coming out of that?
I want more. I'm doing more, bro.
So,
Like after the awards and all that stuff, I got done, and then I was just like, dude, like I'm ready for the next show. Like, and
nice.
my coach was like, well, just relax and all that stuff. And like, I think I took 4 days off from not
Okay.
going to the gym and just relaxing. And I was like, dude, this is boring. Like,
I
and
remember we had talked before. I remember you were gonna say I seen something you're gonna take a week off or something like that. You just couldn't do
I
it, huh?
can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. No, I can't.
Iron game,
So I
baby.
messaged him and I was just like, hey, I am bored out of my mind right now, not working out.
Right,
And he's
right.
like, okay, cool. If you want to go back to the gym, I was like, yep, I'm going back to the gym. Absolutely. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. So
Fuck
went
yeah.
back and just trying to put on size right now. I think I should know this. I'm 18.5 weeks out from Battle for the Eagle, and that is October 8th.
Okay.
And then 20.5 weeks out from Night of Champions in Spokane. And then we're going to call it a year.
Okay.
Then it's going to be an
Definitely.
off season and relax. I need a vacation. So
Yeah, you're working, man. You're grinding. I see you on there all the time. Online,
yeah.
this dude doing it. He's getting it, and I fucking love it, man. I know, just leading up into the show, just me and you talking just on some little personal shit just between us. I don't know if you want to talk about that on the show, but I know you had a little bit of adversity, kind of in your preparation and things like that. How was the diet? Was the diet really easy?
Yeah, it was. It's different for everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's completely different. And the thing is, one thing I've learned is if somebody's in a prep or on a diet and all that stuff and they tell you it's easy, they are absolutely 100% lying to you.
Fuck yeah.
Because it is not easy at all. It's a lot of hard work, mentally, physically, it's just a lot of hard work. And actually the crazy thing is there's only a few people that actually know this. I literally just got my appetite back 4 days ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And
So
that was definitely a scary thing because I was drinking my water. I was drinking my gallon of water a day, maybe a gallon and a half a day, but I was maybe eating one meal.
Mm.
And I just had no appetite. Kind of was down. I think I was just tired, honestly. Kind of almost like I needed a break.
Yeah.
And then I talked to my coach like 5 days ago, and I was like, I'm not eating like at all. I'm not eating food. And he's like, what are you eating? And I was like, I'm snacking on crackers and maybe once in a while eating some chicken. And then he was like, okay, well, go get some probiotics. So I got probiotics and all that stuff for my digestive system.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day, I think I ate 3 times. Then the day after that, I ate 4. Yesterday, I ate 5 times. And I'm on meal 5 right now. And then I have one more meal. I have one more meal left. And I was like, oh, shit.
You're looking, the muscle, you're looking really full, brother.
I'm trying. Like I got
full, I love it. Hell, I'm glad the appetite.
Kids that come in, I'm just like, dude, how the fuck are you this fucking ripped? Like, I'm over here trying to keep up with you, and everybody's like, bro, you're looking swole, and I'm just like, come again?
Pretty swole over there, man. I'm
like,
loving it.
You must be talking about somebody else because I don't feel like
man.
it, so.
My man right there. You got to take that credit and you got to take those profits over there, putting that work in, man. I'm definitely loving that. So was there any point, during the prep and you thought about like, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I don't know if I want to do this, or the whole time you just pretty much know, like, I'm about to go ahead and do this shit. Cause like, I know some people that, go through their prep and sometimes halfway through it, things kind of fall out with the diet. And like certain things just kind of don't always
usually
go right.
2 weeks. Yeah, usually 2 weeks. They say 2 to 3 weeks is when people kind of start realizing, can I actually do this? Like, and start getting scared because the show's coming up. And then I've heard some people in peak week have just been like, I can't do this. And I think if people decide to put away the fear and all that stuff, because obviously, like, you're chasing a dream, you know, and your dreams are supposed to scare you.
Yes.
They're supposed to rock your world, make you feel uncomfortable, and scare the living hell out of you. So, like, if you're scared, that's absolutely fine. But you just like, there's what's that one movie where it's Matthew McConaughey and Al Pacino, and they're like having a scene, and he's like, "Listen, if you want something, you have to grab it. You have to push and push and push and push." And he's like, "Guess what? If it gets back up and pushes you back, you get back up and you push it in the fucking face." And I'm just like, right.
Love it.
Okay, that's one way to do it. But
yeah,
definitely, it got hard, man. It got hard. It was my first show. I've never done anything like this. I'm so glad I followed through with everything. I appreciate you helping me out. There's a lot of people that like literally had my back and all that. There were some days I had one day where I was in the bathroom for 45 minutes crying my eyes out because I was so stressed out and all that. So,
and yeah, man, and you just being able to push through that and just having that adversity. I know we had talked. I was like, you know what? I got some stuff going on. I got stuff going on. But at the end of the day, we got to put our head down. We got to man up. Yeah. We got to do it. We got to grind. Like, no matter what we're going through, like whatever. It's like life sucks sometimes. Life, like it fucking sucks. But we got to keep on persevering. We got to keep on growing. And I bet you now, the fact you pushed through that, you're probably even stronger than you were like before, even though it was hard. But it makes you fucking harder. It's just, I'm a big believer, and my motto was like, we go through stuff in life. Like life is hard sometimes, but the one thing that we got to do that's going to make us better, make us stronger, and look at it and kind of stop and think about it for a minute. But we got to man up, because at the end of the day, we still got stuff and we still got shit that we got to do.
Absolutely.
We got to get out there. We got to grind. So I want to talk to you. I noticed something. I noticed that you recently became like an ambassador for Better Bodies. When did that come about?
That happened. So I became a ambassador for Better
Bodies. Man, you're becoming like a star, brother.
I know, right? You were just asking me all the questions. I was like, how the hell does he know this? Like, what is going on? Yeah. But so I became an ambassador for Better Bodies and Gas. They're actually the same company. Yeah, actually, which is pretty cool. I guess one's more of like fitness. That's Better Bodies, and I think Gasp is just more like bodybuilding and all that. And then I started looking at like their clothes and all that stuff, and then I bought a little bit of their clothes, and then it was like ambassador team, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I like to promote. Let's do this. So you send, it's kind of like a resume. Honestly, you just sit and talk about yourself a little bit, and they emailed me right back, and they're like, "We would love to have you on the team," and all that. Sent me some stuff, and been there ever since now. So it's nice, another thing under the belt. So.
I like that. Yeah, just seeing you from where you were, from where you started out. I know you're, the whole story from. I know you went to rehab and all that shit. At one point in time, is being down and out. To seeing like where you are right now is truly like a success story. Really like showing people that, hey man, if I can do it, you definitely can. Like we talked about it before, you definitely want to get into some type of motivational speaking, brother, and definitely go out there and share your story. Also know that during that time, you told me what also helped was you did an event for Big Dan's Nutrition. It's like a vendor event. I know you were out there at the booth. You told me that event, like just the energy with that really kind of helped you out as well when you were going through the stuff you were going through, with your prep and personally. So was that a pretty good experience?
Yeah, no, that was really good. That was actually 2 weeks before my show. That was the Emerald Cup in Bellevue. And I'm so glad I went down there. Dan hit me up. He was like, I need some help. Like, do you want to come hang out and make some money? Just like sell supplements. And I was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. So I went down there, and probably being there was just like kind of, let's do this. Because I was in that environment, and it was just like a boost. I was like, okay, I'm so ready for this. Let's do this. But it was so much fun. Got to meet a lot of people. They had IFBB Pro, Missy Truscott. I think she's in fitness. She's in fitness, yeah. And then Hunter Labrado was there. That man's a freaking monster. Like that's
yeah,
wow.
definitely.
I was like, how are you? Like, I was just like, how in the hell are you 305 pounds in your off season?
Like a beast, like real life, like fucking.
And he was like literally a little bit taller than me. I was like, dude, like I stood next to him. I was like, this is crazy.
That's a big man.
Yeah, and then Kai Green was there. Kai Green's absolutely amazing.
That's probably like probably modern day, probably my favorite bodybuilder.
He is so smart. It is ridiculous.
His IQ level, his personality, he's real like artistic like that. He has a lot of different skill sets besides bodybuilding. He's just a really hell of a personality.
Yeah, I hope he makes a comeback.
Yeah, honestly, I'll be real with you, man. That one year, man, when I felt like he had his best when he went against Heath, he was the Olympia. He was the Olympia. That's just it's kind of like political sometimes. Like they wanted Phil, but I felt like Kai Green had the better physique that year.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was pissed off. I'm still like kind of bitter about that one. Like he's like the fucking Mr. Olympia. I watched the show and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was just like, that's
Phil, he's the beast too. I'm just look at these guys. I'm just like, I don't want to be that big.
Big Rami and all those fucking guys are just.
I like to move and all that.
How do you maintain all that? What do you just keep up with that? It's just fucking huge.
And the funny thing is, I was talking to somebody for like, I wonder if they can swim. I was like, hell no, they can't swim. You're like, really? No.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy. No. I'm glad you're able to go out there and experience that and meet those unique people, man, especially Kai. And I know like you probably going through what you're going through, you need that energy.
Yeah.
You need that vibe.
Absolutely. I'm so glad I went down there. So there's actually there's been a lot of shows with Big Dan and everybody going on right now too. There was a show today. It's something in Spokane, I think.
I've seen it online.
Yeah, because last week was the Cascadian in Bend, Oregon.
Right.
So, yeah, no, there's a lot. And each time I see one of those, I was like, I wish I was there.
a lot of stuff going on, man. It's like, with us, like I said, we still got COVID going on, but just getting back to just kind of like being able to somewhat be around each other and things like that is like, I think it's really, really big for us. It's big for our mental health. Let's talk about that really quickly, man. I feel like we as a country, us as a world, like we went through a lot. Like when COVID was really raging, when they just, lockdowns. I did a post, I think, on Instagram or Facebook or something like maybe the week prior. And I was just talking about just being blessed for the simple things, being blessed for just, being able to go to the gym and being able to work out and, being able to go to the store. I can take my daughter, out to eat outside and things of that nature when we lost like the simple things. And I feel it's good for us because I think a lot of people, man, went through a lot of depression, mental health has been, really rough for a lot of people that were going through COVID. So I think it's a good thing. And just hopefully we continue to not have to go back forward with any more pandemics because that was pretty brutal, brother, wasn't it? I mean, I'm in the house, man. I'm looking outside my window. I'm like, man, like I want to be outside a little bit. At least want that option, At least want that option if I want to be.
Yeah, I was on a tour bus headed to San Francisco, and my tour manager back when I was DJing was just like, "Stop the bus!" And I'm just like, "What the hell was going on here?" And he's like, "Oh, Google COVID-19." I was like, "What?" And then I like Googled it. I was just like, "Oh shit,
we're in trouble, huh? We're in trouble."
Huh? I was like, this is not good. This is like not good. Yeah, that was crazy. I couldn't believe that. I was like, man, this is absolutely insane.
It rocked everything. It rocked pretty much every single person.
Yeah.
Like if you had a job, like you worked at a gym, or I got a buddy has a gym and things of that nature, and then the COVID just totally like messed up just so much stuff, and he's just trying to now, just get back to it. I never
Yeah.
this is, like I said before, this COVID, this is something we'll tell our grandkids about, great
Oh yeah.
grandkids about, if we're fortunate enough to get there, because this is just something that we all went through, and it just seemed, hopefully things just continue to definitely get better. Before I let you go, my brother, what advice would you have for anybody that's going into their first show, anybody that's considering doing it? Because seeing you do it, seeing all you went through, and you're coming out, you're about to do more shows, banging them out. What would some advice be really quickly, man? Because somebody's going to listen to this that's pondering stepping on stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I think like you got to believe, first of all, number one, you got to believe in yourself and all that. Make sure you absolutely have to have a great coach. Don't find somebody, and like it sucks because sometimes there are coaches out there that just want the credit and all that. And the cool thing about bodybuilding is you have natural classes, so you don't have to be, oh, I'm 20 years old and should I do steroids or not? Because that's the thing. Everybody thinks about bodybuilding. And it's like, oh, steroids and all that. And it's not about that. You don't have to do that.
Right.
You really don't. I don't know, just be yourself. Like I was told, just have fun. This is your first show. Go have fun.
Have fun.
You're here. This is like obviously the best you can do right now.
Right.
Go have fun. And then guess what? If it's not for you, it's not for you. And if it is for you, we got to get back to work.
You're going to find out the first time you step out there on stage if you want to do it again or if you don't want to do it anymore. That's what I would say. There's no in between. People kind of know, do they want more, or they know if that's kind of like a one and done. So I want to say, before I let you go, Zach, man, shout out your Instagram and all that, man, so my people can go out there and follow you, brother.
You kicking me off early?
I still got you're like becoming a big time celebrity now. Better bodies, big dens.
No, I don't want to be a celebrity.
Green and all that.
No, I do not want to be a celebrity. Absolutely
my God,
not.
you're on your way, brother. definitely on your way, man. Toward that, man. I just I'm loving what you're doing. I love what you stand for. Because I know, you told me a lot about your background from the battle with substance abuse and alcohol and things of that nature, and being able to really come out of that, man, and really being able to bounce back. And so many people that they don't, you're really an inspiration to a lot of people. And I really love being able to share your story, man. And
I appreciate it. It's crazy to think October 1st is 3 years.
Yeah.
It is crazy to think. I'm just like, whoa. Like, wow. Like, so it feels good. Like, I'm probably like, besides going through messes and prep, I'm just this is probably the happiest I've been in a long time. So
I would say that the one of the things that you can't put like a dollar amount on is just being happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight up. Yeah, that's what I tell people. That's what I ask people a lot of time when we talking about this and that. I'm doing this, I do that, I'm making this, I'm making that. And the question I actually ask people that I feel that we should ask people more is, are you happy? Like, are you really happy with yourself and what you're doing? Because you can have a lot of stuff, man. You can have a good job and you can have a car, whatever. But if you're not happy inside, to me, that's not really wealthy. Wealthy, to me, is loving yourself and just being hella happy.
Yeah. And the good about people like that, like if you honestly really think about it, I'm probably going to get hate. A lot of hate. Okay, let's
do it. We're controversial here. We all right?
Social media, especially Instagram, because you have all the filters and all that stuff, is a way, and if I offend anybody, I'm absolutely sorry. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Right.
But social media is a way to make yourself look better because you can add filters, you can do highlights and all that stuff. So if you really honestly think about it, if you take a selfie and you don't like the way you look in it, you can fix that.
You can enhance it.
You can enhance the hell out of that. You
Making
can
you
look like
pretty
Superman.
online, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's like a good amount of the people like it. See, you aren't happy. You aren't happy. Like if you have to add a few filters and all that stuff, are you actually really happy with the way you look? And like, I don't think a lot of people actually think about that. They're just like, oh, I can add this and all that. But like, I don't think they really actually dig deep down and just like, I'm not happy with the way I look. I don't like this part about myself. I don't like that part about myself. And that's the thing. Like, everybody has their flaws. Like, I mean, like, my biggest flaw is I still have my love handles. Like, I still have like my back fat from when I weighed heavy, and it's been a pain in the ass to get rid of. And like, it's a lot of people, like, you can't really give up on that. I've had clients give up, and it's just like, this is too hard. Like, yeah, it's working out. Like, I mean, if this was easy, everybody would be in the best shape of their life. And like they give up and all that stuff. And then like I think about that. I was like, dude, if I like gave up like a month into my fitness journey, I would not be here.
Right.
At all. So you just gotta like dig deep and just like have faith in yourself. Like that's the number one thing, you gotta believe in yourself. No matter how hard it is, no matter, oh, I don't want to do this today. Like you gotta make time. 100%. Absolutely. Because like at the end you won't fail yourself. If you give up, you're going to fail yourself. But if you do the best you can do, and then you like the way you look, obviously you aren't going to fail yourself.
Yeah, man. People ask me that, you know, with working out, with anything, you know, what is the secret sauce to staying like doing it? What are the secrets, you know? And
you're
like
bigger than me. What the heck are you talking about, bro?
What
I see you. I said you're bigger than me. I see you, bro. I see you.
No, so people ask me, just kind of like piggybacking off what you're saying. People want to know, like, you know, what's the secret? You know, is there a cheat code toward this, you know, this fitness thing, this journey? You know, if I can take this pill, can I take that? Yeah, I remember you talked about steroids and all that stuff, and the stigma around working out and bodybuilding. I think everyone that's in shape and everyone that bodybuilds is on something. They're jacked. Some are, some aren't. But at the end of the day, you still have to go in there and you have to put the work in no matter what. And that's what I always try to tell people. That's what I try to resonate with people. Like you gotta master the art of showing up and just being really fucking consistent on the regular basis. Because for me, one thing I noticed, Zach, is people are really good at doing the things that are essential. We got to get up every day and we got to go to work. Most of us have to work for a living, 40, 50 hours a week to take care of ourselves, feed our kids, you know, yada, yada, yada. But what I have noticed, and just being around fitness and being in business and stuff like that, people aren't really good at doing the things that are optional. Like working out and fitness is an optional thing. That's why so many people don't do it. They should do it. If they would do it, we wouldn't have the obesity epidemic being so high. But everybody wants to look good. But I just tell people there's no shortcut to it. You're going to have to put in the work. It's just like when you go to work and you punch the clock every day to get your paycheck. Well, the same thing is for fitness. You got to go to work, got to punch the clock. And, you know, your paycheck is the way you look and the way you feel. That's how you pay yourself. Let's go get it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, also, like, you asked about what people like that want to get into bodybuilding. If you are gonna get on supplements and all that stuff, go get your blood work done. That's the first thing you should do. Go get your blood work done. Because if your kidneys are shot, say if you're in your 30s or something, like I know that's like start bodybuilding, but if your kidneys are shot, no, don't do it. It's not worth it. Because a lot of people, well, actually, I'm not going to say a lot of people. Some people will get their blood work done and something could be off, and you shouldn't be on supplements or steroids and all that. And I think they're just like, it'll be okay. still they do it anyways. And then you get your blood work tested again. If you go get your blood work tested again, and it's off the charts. And a lot of bodybuilders died last year. A lot of bodybuilders died
former
last
Mr.
year.
Olympia, former Mr. Olympia had actually passed away.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, just like, no, honestly, just go get your blood work done if you're gonna take that road. So, yeah.
My man Zak Kintz on the Invest Podcast. We're gonna do it again. You become a regular on here, Zach. I love having you on. I love your energy, man. Just sitting
Once
back.
a month.
We can do it. We can kick it all day.
Once a month with chicken and rice right here.
Love it. Love it. Hey, man, shout out your Instagram and all that, brother, before I let you go, man. How do they find you? How do they follow my man, Zak Kintz, brother?
So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's This Is Zak Kintz. And then my Facebook is Zak, Z-A-K, and then last name Kintz, K-I-N-T-Z. And I will follow back. I'm not one of those people that are just like, oh,
love it. Man, that's how it should be, man. You know, someone gives you love, show them a little bit of love back, man. This day and age, man, nobody want to give nobody no love, man.
I see you, because I see you, because they do that. And I'm just like, bro, like, you're gonna like 3 of my pictures, and then you're gonna delete me, bro. Your pictures are still up there, bro. I will find you, and I will. Boom.
All right, man.
Don't get it twisted.
Zak Kintz on the Invest Podcast, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. We're going to do it again. We're going to keep kicking it, my brother. Keep investing in yourself, brother. I love it.
Absolutely.
Take care next time, brother.
All right, man. Sounds good. I'll see you later.
All right. Peace.
All right. Peace.